Hi there, Libra. It's Maria from the Tarot Shop, and this is your tarot reading for the month of September. It's a generic reading, so if it doesn't make any sense, then please also remember to check out your moon and or your rising signs, because it could be that this month in particular, you're resonating more from an emotional or a self energy-wise rather than your sun sign, so what you give to the world. So I do want to say before we actually start that this is a very tricky month at the moment because there's quite a bit in retrograde, which means that planetary wise, we're going over old ground. We're revisiting things, and we're kind of like Venus, for example, is retrograde, and that's about what we value, what we want, what we desire, what we consider to be beautiful, our self-image, all of those sorts of things. So it's kind of like a, would you say an appearance? I guess so, like an appearance-y type thing. Yeah, maybe. Mercury is also retrograde, my favourite time of the year, not, but we go through 3 or 4 of them. I survive everyone, so that's hopeful. I'm going to take 1 oracle card and 6 tarot cards, and I'm also working with this little lady today, so let's see what she brings for me. Pop the tarot cards to one side and pull your oracle card first. So we have an oracle card for Libra, please, for the month of September. She's still spinning, isn't she? Beautiful. Libra, for the month of September, I'm talking to the card. I do talk loud to my cards. I'm actually going to put that back in. So there's Libra. Okay. Learn from spiritual experiences. Okay, let's pop that there. Maybe you are going over old ground literally, as in you've gone through some sort of shift in perspective. So let's have a look at that. Right. Take 6 tarot cards, please. I'm talking to Spirit and also the cards. This is for Libra for the month of September. Let's take 6 cards. What messages would you like to give them? I'll explain why I've got my in a moment. My moment of I see. Right. So, Libra, sometimes things happen for a reason, and sometimes it's very difficult for us to accept that things happen for a reason. And it's because we need to understand our own power and that we are in charge of our lives and that we are responsible. And the reason I say that is because you are going to have a test this month that I hope you will recall what I'm saying when it arrives, okay? You need to learn from the experience. It's not a get you, it's okay, so how am I going to deal with this compared to how I would have dealt with it in the past? And how will I move forward with it? And for some reason, the cards want to give you that message. So I don't know what the month holds for you precisely, but I do know that that is, they want to tell you that for some, and it's because you get rather mentally stressed about things. So, right, we begin the month with the High Priestess, which tells me that you are intuitively how do I phrase this? I'm just searching for the words and searching for spirit guidance here. Letting go. Okay, so the High Priestess is about intuitively letting go of responsibilities. Okay, so you have a tendency to take on too much, right? You like to take on too much. You, bless your heart, want to be almost like everybody's friend, but not really. You just don't like saying no. Can I put it that way? and you need to develop. You might have said learn from spiritual, that actually in the past you've this is a month about you changing things really, and about you understanding that you can't do it all, and there is going to be a situation today in the beginning of the month where you're going to need to let it go. Now I don't know what it is, but it looks as if somebody's going to ask you to do something and you are going to have to let it go. You're not going to be able to do it because you can't do everything. So, and it's quite a big thing. It's like, it could be something at work where somebody says to you, can you just take on this entire project? And you would normally say yes. The cards are saying to you, no, don't do that, because actually right now in our history, it's a time for us to evolve spiritually. It's a time for us to realize our own power. As I mentioned, it's about, standing in our own strength and our own power. And that's because if you take this on, it's going to mess with this next phase, really. So you're going to learn to say no. Hopefully you'll remember that and you'll listen to your gut feeling about let go of responsibility. Can you see the cards? Gut feeling, let go responsibility. Then we move on to this row here, which says, okay, now Knights of Wands, they move forward with fast speed. So you're going to literally be taking off doing something. You're taking off doing something that you found interesting. So you've got this idea. No, something's been presented, because it's not, there's no thinking about this. This is about basically an opportunity has been presented to you. And the pages are like a new path suddenly appears. And you see this guy's looking at it and he's going, oh, well, I don't know if that could work for me. But you've took off anyway. There's like an impulsive situation here that happens mid-month with regards to work. Okay. And you are taking care of responsibilities for finances. So it's leading you towards that. So your end goal really, and it does feel as if it's an end goal, is that you are financially independent, right? And then you kind of like take off and you make this happen, but it's going to cause you a bit of stress. So I'll take a card on that as well, because I suppose you don't want to really feel that, do you? No, it's okay. You're going to move. Right. You need to relax a bit. You're going to take a leap of faith with something here. And then you're wondering how it can work for you. You need to take responsibility of your finances. So that's what's driving you forward. I don't know what it is. It's an impulsive thing. You just become really quite, excuse me, sorry, my alarm's just taking off. Okay, stop. You are impulsively taking off, and then you stress about it, and it's okay, because you can see somebody else says, hang on a minute, you've done this. So somebody else comes in and helps you see towards a helping hand arrives. See, all the troubled waters are behind, smooth waters ahead. So you get stressed out, but actually somebody jumps in and lands. And I don't know what this is, but it feels as if it's quite impulsive. And actually you then stress yourself into a bit of a pickle about it, but somebody then comes in and rescues you. I know that sounds, but it's a rescue situation, a rescue operation here. Okay, so that's your reading for the month of September. Remember to learn from it. Don't take it personally. That's where this is where this comes in. You let go, because based on that feels as if that's relative to that. Okay, that's it for the month of September, and thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.